Going back to a project like this does feel like you're staring into the petri dish of history and observing the earliest stages of something very significant. I can't really say I get much more out of it than that, though. I'm feeling a decent to strong 5 on this thing.
Overall, I do consider this album to be growth for Drake, though, especially considering that I liked this much more than his last album. I'm feeling a strong 6 to a light 7 on this.
It just seems like Drake's insecurity is driving him to make all of these experimental tracks, all of these more aggressive tracks where he just constantly sounds silly. I'm feeling a light 5 on this album. I really think on this project Drake has his usual emotional baggage kind of in order, to the point where he isn't losing control over it. It's not impeding upon the enjoyment of the album. And hopefully he continues to keep it this well organized as we continue on to his next full-length album later this year. I'm feeling a strong 7 to a light 8 on this. Some of the tracks are harder, some of them are a little softer, and they just kind of give us a hit here, a hit there, some misses. It's just a little all over the place. It doesn't seem like their intentions going into it were that big. And as a result, I don't think it came out as great as it possibly could have been, because Drake and Future right now, they're at the top of their games. And I guess what's kind of sad is that the potential in them collaborating wasn't really fully explored. We just kind of got some short, enjoyable tracks. I'm feeling a light to decent 6 on this thing. Here's some more struggle bars that I might have forgotten to mention. I get green like Earth Day. That was so terrible. It's like Drake really wanted to put together some cringeworthy lines on this thing, but I'm going to stop here, or else I'll just go on about this record forever. I'm feeling a decent strong 4 on this one. I appreciate the vibe. I like this project as a vibe, but it's only really so good at that. Overall, I'm pretty indifferent to this thing. And while I do think More Life is a better listening experience than Views, it's only by virtue of it just being less offensive, less crappy, having less terrible moments on it, and more so-so moments on it. I'm feeling a light to decent 5 on this thing. I just pray for a day where Drake gets back to writing more focused albums with stronger, clearer directions, instead of just trying to pad this stuff out into oblivion. But yeah, those are basically my thoughts on that. I like the second disc even less than the first. I would probably give it like a light to decent 3, and I would average both of these discs out to pretty much like a light to decent 4. Overall though, care package, more like the I don't really care all that much package. Woo! That was funny. That was very funny. That was very funny. That was a funny joke. That was very funny. I like how funny that was. That was funny. Thank you. Thank you. You go, boy. I'm feeling a decent 2 strong 3 on this one. So yeah, this is pretty hit or miss. Starts relatively decent, but ends up in the trash bin, in my opinion. And along the way, it's really a roller coaster ride of failures and underwhelming moments and so-so spots too. Feeling a strong 3 on this one. Once again, I'll sum this up by saying this is just a very uninspired record from Drake. Not a whole lot going on here creatively. A few decent tracks here and there, but nothing coming together into a great project here. And yeah, feeling a light 3 on this one. Yeah, this new Drake album, it's not good. Yeah. Look, all I really do know is this album has quite a few bangers on it. Well produced, well performed, very catchy, very cold, very mean. And if you could somehow see yourself through the toxicity of it all, I think you will get quite a bit out of it. But if not, and you want to pass on it, I don't think there's anything that you're really truly missing anyway. I'm feeling a decent 2 strong 6 on this one.